Okay, so this is my new crashed network diagram. And if you look at the activity B, I have cancelled the duration 8 and I've got the new time duration 6. And I have put a cross here. Why we need a cross here? Because that is the maximum weeks I can crash that particular activity. I cannot go below 6 weeks. And that's the limit for crushing of activity B. Okay, so B cannot be crushed, G cannot be crushed further. Now the parallel activities CDE is left. Okay, and we also have CDF. So let us do the crushing for CD and E. Now, as I told you, depending on from looking at the previous example, I can just crush this by 1 day or 1 week, sorry. Okay, in both the cases it is 1 week. So first I'll crush, because this is 10,000, the least cost, I'll crush this one. So I'll crush C by 1 week, D by 1 week, and E also by 1 week. Okay. So if my diagram, if this is my new diagram, okay, so if I have to crush C, the new duration will be 4, D will also be 4, and E will have the new duration 7. Now using this new duration, you need to calculate the values of E's and the L's. Okay. And plus we need to calculate the value of the total cost as well. So indirect cost plus direct cost will give you the total cost. Clear? I hope you're getting me. This is very repetitive, but it is very important to understand it. The scope of crushing, as I told you, there are 3 activities, and we can do the crushing for all the parallel activities, that is your joint activities C, D, and E together by 1 week each. So the new cost which I'm getting after crushing is 1,39,400. Now, as soon as you do this, you might have realized that the total costs have increased now. Okay, what was the previous cost? Let me go back. The previous cost which I got after crushing was 1,32,800. Okay, and after crushing it further by 1 week, what I'm getting is I'm getting the total as 139,400. So my cost has actually increased here. Okay, so either you can stop the activities of crushing now. Okay, because if I do it further, my overall cost will keep on increasing, and I don't want that to happen, because the actual purpose, the main intention is to reduce the cost and not just reduce the duration. Okay, so once we do the next activity crushing, especially the joint activity C, D, and E by 1 week, the cost is increasing. So we need to stop here, and then we can find the optimum project time and the cost. So for that, what I'll do is I'll create a table. So let us create a new table here. This is my activity diagram after crushing by 1 days, and the duration is coming as 18 days. Now, because as I told you, the cost is already increased, this is not my actual, you can say, network diagram after crushing. Okay, so my actual diagram is the previous one, where the total duration was 19. But still, for your convenience, we have drawn this diagram again. Okay, now the fourth part, that is 146, becomes critical. So we are all, if you look at the diagram now, all my activities become critical activities. Okay, and I have got one additional path as well, that is 1, 4, and 6, which is your critical path. But remember, my original critical path has not changed. It should remain the same. Okay? And eventually, if you do the calculations further, let us put it in the table form here. So for the initial, that is 26 weeks period or duration, my direct cost was 71,000. indirect was 72,800, and the total cost was coming to 143, 1,43,000. And if you look at your table, you'll find that for the next duration, that is 22 weeks, when we crushed the activity G by 4 weeks, we got the new total cost as 133,600. Okay, and it got reduced. Now there is a similarity between the project duration 21 weeks and 19 weeks. Okay, the total cost has not changed. That is 1,32,800 for both of them. But because the duration 19 is less than 21, they will consider the, you can say, the duration 19 weeks as my actual duration, or the critical duration or critical time to complete my project, because the cost is not changing there. And if we go further, that is for 18 weeks, my cost has increased. It has gone to 139,400. So my optimum total cost is 1,32,800, and the project duration is 19 weeks. That will be my final answer for this particular problem. Okay. Always remember, if you want, you could have stopped. You can go further and go for 17 weeks as well. But because my cost increased here, I did not go further. Okay, it can happen that the cost keeps on reducing for all the activities. So you have to keep on doing the crushing, depending on how many activities or how many parts you're getting. Once we get all the activities or all the parts of the network diagram as critical paths, that means we have achieved the objective of getting the optimum time and the optimum cost. But as in this case, you can see with the time going reducing further, it is not a curve. So if I plot this graph, with time and the cost involved, you'll find that the direct cost keeps on increasing with reducing time, and your indirect cost reduces with reducing in time. Okay, and there is a point where the total cost will start increasing again. Okay, that this is the solution, and it's very important to especially understand how to draw the network diagram, because in this type of a problem, you have to draw the network diagram n number of times. Okay, and it is a lengthy problem. So if it is asked in the examination, I hope you have a proper written exams. They ask you, then see that you don't waste time and complete the problem as soon as possible. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now, or else we can call it a day. Any doubts, guys?
No, sir.
You can post it in the chats as well. No doubts? Okay, if you want, we can take one more problem on network crushing, but as you can see, these are very lengthy problems. One full session can be is required to complete this problem. Next time when we come, we'll start with a new topic altogether. That is, the new topic is decision theory, which is a part of your 5th unit. Okay, please keep practicing. And slowly, as we are coming to the 5th unit now, I'll be taking some assessment as well. Okay, so I will announce the dates for your assessment soon, because I am planning to complete the syllabus and then take the assessment. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So see you in the next session. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.